And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Today we're taking a look at dysfunction. It's about dysfunctional families. What a hilarious subject. In fact, we know it's a hilarious subject because it's the theme of, I think, every single TV sitcom about dysfunctional families. This is a game for 3 to 6 players. It's a party game. It's for those who are 18 and older, although you wouldn't be able to tell it because the cover looks so much fun. Has some neat components. Here we go. Alright, here's the board of the game, and it has some really cool artwork all over it. You see different happy families or sad families and apparently dysfunctional families. And look at these briefcases. They're plastic briefcases. You're going to be collecting those briefcases on your little carts that are down here, and you need to collect 15 of them, so you're going to have to they snap onto these carts, and so you're able to fit 5 of them on each level. So let's see if I can stack a cart with 5, because this stacking a cart with bags is by far the most fun aspect of this game, and probably of all the things I'm about to show you is the most interesting thing. Will Vasel be able to get 15 bags in one cart? And you know, I'm kind of getting bored doing this already, so there. I'll put in 11. I haven't won yet, but I'm close. So anyhow, on your turn, you get to pick where you start on the board. You can start anywhere you want. And then one person's chosen to go first, and then you will simply roll a 6-sided die, and that will determine how far you can move around the board. So here we go. Let's see what happens. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Family Fun! All right, let's see what Family Fun says. So I take a Family Fun card. Let's draw one. Stroke of luck, you got jury duty. You'll have to miss Dad's 4th wedding. Lose 1 bag. I even started with 11 to cheat, and even that's not going well. All right, so I lost a bag. Let's roll again. Maybe it will get better. Here we go. 1. Mom actually shows up to your soccer games, and she's sober. Lose 2 bags. Okay, fine. Hooray. Rolling the dice again. 3. 1, 2, 3. Emotional roller coaster. Lose 2 bags. Okay. Well, maybe things will get better. 1. Dig deep. Deep, deep. All right, fine. So now I'm going to draw a card from the dig deep pile. What does this say? Spill it. What is the worst trouble you got into as a teenager? Judge right. That means I give this card to the person on the right, and then I tell them a story about how when I was a kid, man, I was a good teenager. I got yelled at one time for disobeying my parents, and then if the judges likes my story, they're going to give me 1 to 3 bags. But before they give them to me, or after they give them to me, I'm like, oh, I got 3 bags. Thank you, wife. I'm glad you're playing the game with me. And then someone else says, I can one-up him. And then they tell a story that's better than mine. And then I say, well, really, I was actually put in prison. And we keep going back and forth until the judge decides who has the best story. And that person gets these suitcases from me, plus 1 more from the supply added to their cart. So basically that's what the dig deep cards are. They're all sorts of stories, and you pick a judge, like for example here, who has the most interesting disorder or weirdness in your family, or share about someone else's family dysfunction. Anyone will do. A celebrity, random family you've observed in public. Okay? While the Family Fun cards are all sorts of things. Lose a bag. Answer a question. Amazing good looks. Wit, modesty. Describe a family trait you inherited. Well, it's so hard to pick. So you get bags from that. And some of these will let you send someone to denial. What is denial, you may ask? The rule book makes sure we know it's not the river. And we go down here. When you get to denial, you're stuck, and you go in and you go round and around and around until you've either been in there 3 turns, in which case you come out, or if you have a card that lets you get out, or if you land exactly here, you can keep going, and then you lose 3 bags, and it's not a lot of fun. So you're going to keep going until someone gets 15 bags. At that point, everybody says, huzzah, because the game is over. Hey, did you know that in the past 20 years, great leaps and strides have been made in board gaming. We have learned all kinds of cool new mechanics and cool ways to play games. And great things have happened, and there's so much coolness in games. And because of that, it's very obvious that the people who made this game do not know that happened, because they're making a game that could have come out in the 1970s, and it's honestly a piece of garbage. It's terrible, horrible, roll and move, tell stories and have points given to you. Take suitcases like... The components are good. The components are nice. The artwork is good. But this game is in the depths of despair. It's terrible. I mean, what if you don't have a dysfunctional family? Yes, there are people like that in existence, and really, and you just move around and lose suitcases for no reason and get suitcases for no reason and tell stories that is supposed to probably be the heart of the game, and this game has no heart. There's really only one good spot for this game. I can't recommend it. In fact, I recommend you don't play it. In fact, if I see you playing it, I will yell at you for playing this game. It's a poorly designed game, and we only have one thing we can do to it.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at coolstuffinc.com.
Shut the door!